Well, hey there, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Fox 10 News meteorologist Jennifer Lambers with a look at your forecast and tracking things heading into the rest of today. They're calm and quiet out there right now. I mean, just take a live look outside. Things look beautiful. What we're starting to see is some of those blue sunny skies out there. So in case you are making any evening plans, just go ahead and keep the rain gear handy. Now, in case you are joining us so far for this afternoon, say hey, let me know where you're watching from, and let me know if you're planning anything for this weekend, because we have so much fun stuff going on across the Gulf Coast. And so taking a look right now across downtown Mobile, it really is a beautiful look. What we're starting to see is some of those blue sunny skies, some puffy cumulus clouds. Things look great out there. What we're really just starting to see is some of those winds also just picking up at this time. So in case you're making any of those plans, again, like I'd mentioned, some isolated rain still possible heading into the remainder of today. Now, satellite and radar across the southeast is still looking pretty active. Temperatures right now, are resting in the upper 60s out there, but satellite and radar still pretty active across the southeast. What we're starting to see is more of those rain showers just beginning to pick up closer towards northern Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. A lot of that rain beginning to lift further north, but even then, we're still tracking the potential for more heading into the rest of today. I will say that Futurecast, it still had us pretty active around this time, introducing just some of those isolated showers. Honestly, it's great that we're not seeing any of that. Now we're starting to see more of that sunshine, some of that cloud cover beginning to push out of here. Things really look nice for the kids getting out of school. But I'm going to show what that Futurecast really was showing earlier. We jump forward towards 3:30. So the rain chances really dropping off heading into this evening. Things are shaping up to look so much better for your Friday nights. I love to see this for what we're tracking heading later on into the rest of today. So by 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'm not too sold on that rain coverage, mainly just by how poorly the Futurecast has been doing, both of them that we check here on Fox 10. I mean, a lot of these Futurecast models, they've been off so far for today. So we make our way later on into this afternoon and this evening, we start to see more of those pop-up showers beginning to make an appearance. Now that we are starting to introduce some of that sunshine, this is looking more likely heading later on into this evening. So like I had mentioned, just keep that rain gear handy in case we do start to see any of those showers, those thunderstorms beginning to make an appearance. Some rumbles of thunder also possible heading later on into the rest of today. And then overnight, the rain, it continues, but really it turns light. You start to see that for our inland areas, heavier showers beginning to push through, and then we start to see some light showers pushing through heading into early tomorrow morning to begin. I'm expecting a lot of this to get out of here early tomorrow. I know that we have the 46th annual Azalea Trail Run. I'll talk more about that forecast coming up soon. I'm expecting the ground to still be soggy, but for us to turn dry. Same thing for the downtown Cajun Cook-Off. Temperatures out there right now resting in the upper 60s, the lower 70s. Things feel nice out there. Mainly just starting to see some of that humidity on the rise, however, since we saw some of those showers earlier. Temperatures heading into the rest of today, they're not going to be fluctuating much. Since we're going to be introducing more of that cloud cover later this evening, we're only going to be dipping down to the lower 60s by the time we get closer towards 8, 9, 10 o'clock, really not dipping down much overnight. We've been checking in with our beaches today. A lot of spring breakers getting out there and enjoying it. At least it feels nice, but the waves are rough. Some of those folks, mainly at the top of the camera, probably a little too far out there. You really don't want to go past your ankles just with how rough the water is. But even if you're visiting us, if you know anyone, you run into them, just always make sure that they know where the closest lifeguard stand is, and also how important it is to know the name of the beach that you are located on. Waves will continue to stay rough. Again, for today, we're really looking at the beach conditions to be high for that rip current risk today and tomorrow. By the time we get closer towards Sunday, expecting that to drop down to low. So if you're wanting to head on out towards the beach for this weekend, Sunday is going to be the better day to do it. We are considering heading out for this weekend, and I think Sunday will be the best day, mainly because we're starting to see some sunshine, but most importantly, starting to see better water conditions. Now, I mentioned this 46th annual Azalea Trail Run taking place heading into tomorrow morning. Isolated sprinkles possible to start off around 6 and 7. I say sprinkles because it's not going to be disrupting anything out there. You might just notice some of those lightly falling. But then luckily by the time we get closer towards 8 o'clock, things look so much better. Temperatures are in the upper 50s, and then we turn mostly cloudy later on in the evening, but more of that sunshine beginning to make an appearance. The only thing to keep in mind heading into tomorrow, it is going to be windy out there. So in case you're going to be joining us for the Downtown Cajun Cook-Off, we'll be there. We hope to see you there as well. It's going to be windy all throughout the event, but feeling great. So it's going to be feeling just a little on the cool side out there. mainly just with those temperatures maxing out in the mid to upper 60s. More sunshine making an appearance by the second half of the day, but like I had mentioned, it's going to be breezy out there for your Saturday. We have all those events going on. We have a bunch of Easter egg hunts taking place. We have prom for many local schools. And so when you're planning the Easter egg hunts, all these festivities, make sure everything is fully tied down. Plates, napkins, you don't want those to go flying. If your children are going to prom, go ahead and start thinking about photos. Where are you going to go? It's going to be windy out there by the time you're getting ready for those photos. The hair is going to be flying and the dresses as well. So just make sure that you have a good place to go, that you'll be protected from the wind for that. Might even want to consider an indoor location for pictures, just thinking ahead into your Saturday evening. But we will continue to monitor that. The good news, the wind shifts out of the north, so that's what's leading to those nice rip current conditions on Sunday. And it's also going to bring in some more of that dry air, so dew points will also be dropping. That humidity will be going down. Here's a quick look at your full 7-day outlook. I already dropped the rain chances for today. That 20% for tomorrow's early morning. But the rest of your Saturday and your Sunday is going to be looking great. Starting off next week, will be windy starting off for your Monday, with our next big chance at rain coming in on Tuesday. Temperatures not changing much behind it, just continuing to rest in the lower 70s. Overnight lows also not moving around that much. I mean, we'll be in the 50s to the 40s to the 60s, but nothing that's going to be seeing freezing out there, and that's going to be the good news. You always got to wait till we get closer towards Easter, and then even looking ahead to next week. And we went ahead out towards about Saturday, and things were looking great. Here's another live look over downtown Mobile. Again, conditions look great out there. I hope that you enjoy your Friday. I hope that you enjoy your weekend. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10. Again, come see us at the Downtown Cajun Cook-Off for tomorrow. It's doing good for the community, plus also getting some amazing food out there. We hope to see you there. Plenty of familiar Fox 10 faces will be there as well. Have a great weekend, everyone.